This is a continuation of my last video I had put out where we had went from Taylor Park to Tincup to Mirror Lake. I'm starting this one out at Mirror Lake. Mirror Lake is approximately 11,000 feet. It is a really nice lake up at altitude. But we start off here with a continuation of our trip, and we're going to head up to Tincup Pass and then back down to St Elmo, which is considered a historic ghost town. But here's a little shot of Mirror Lake, and you can see more of it on my previous video that I had put out. But you go around the edge of it. The water was down more than it has been in the past when we've been out here. We usually come a little earlier in the year whenever we come out, but this year it's the latest we've been out, and the water has started going down. There was very little snow left up in the mountains. But we're going to head up to Tincup Pass from Mirror Lake. Now, all this I consider easy trail ride. It's a little rocky going up to the pass from this side, but going down from the top of Tincup Pass down to St Elmo is pretty easy. Now there is a way you can go left or right coming up, and if you go to the left is the original trail, and it's a lot harder section of trail. If you go to the right, it's kind of a bypass, which is the newer section that loops around that bad section. We went the easy route. We're riding by ourselves, so we're not taking too many chances on tearing something up. Right up here is where, if you go to the left, would be the original old trail, which is harder. Going to the right is the newer trail, which is a bypass around that. It's a little longer. It loops around and then it brings you back to the trail again. I haven't went the old trail for a while, but the last time I went that way, it had a pretty rough section in it. I'm assuming it still does, but I didn't go that way to try it. This is a really scenic ride up through the mountains up to the pass. There's nothing that almost anybody could ride it without any troubles. Now the Mirror Lake was at 11,000 feet, and Tincup Pass is a little over 12,000. So you're climbing in altitude all the way up to the pass. And then this is the top of the pass here. They have a sign, gives the altitude and stuff. My ride command matched up pretty close. It was off just a little bit off the elevation of what they had posted.
All right, their sign says 12,154 feet, and my elevation says 12,185 feet. So pretty close.
Yeah.
Now on the trail on the St Elmo side, you'll run into more traffic coming up it. There'll be Jeeps and another, a lot of people coming up from the St. Elmo side up to the top of the pass. And we did run into quite a few people the closer we got down to St. Elmo. You can see that this is pretty open, easy trail for the most part. So now the Tincup Pass is a little over 12,000 feet, and St. Elmo is just under 10,000 feet, like 9,961 feet, I think is what they officially have it listed at. So when you're coming down from this direction, you're slowly going down the whole time.
I seen somebody else had a video and it looked like it was the same area where they come across the news.
From I think it's 6 miles from the top of the pass down to St. Elmo. This will give you a good idea what the trail is. It has gotten a little rougher over the years. I remember way back, in the early 90s, it was a lot smoother when I used to go out there on motorcycles, and it seemed like it was a lot smoother back then, or maybe it's just because when you're on a bike you can pick a smoother line, but it seems to be getting rougher and rougher. Like I said, this side gets a lot of traffic anymore, because St. Elmo, you can come in from the other side of it, drive in cars and stuff, and a lot of people like to come up to the top of the pass. Yeah, St. Elmo's on the historic landmark is a ghost town, but there are a few people that live there year round. And I think it was originally wasn't called St. Elmo, it was called Forestville. In like 1878, I think it was called Forestville. And then in 1880, it was incorporated and named St. Elmo. There was a lot of mining claims around the area. I think there was like 150 mine claims, but there was a couple that really brought in a lot of money. Here you can see we're starting to, as closer we get down to St. Elmo, the more traffic we run into. The big mine in the area that really brought a lot of money was Mary Murphy's mine, and it made a lot of money. I think it was in operation from 1870 to 1925 or something like that. And there is some ruins for Mary Murphy's mine, but it's just outside of the side of St. Elmo on the road you would go to Hancock Pass, but we didn't go up to it.
Just us.
The big long string of people going up. But Tincup, or excuse me, not Tincup, but St. Elmo. At one time, I think at the peak, they said they had like 2,000 people living there, and they had a school, they had saloons, they had like 5 hotels, and
This is like this because
they had a post office, and
street coming out of here
it was a full-blown town. But over the years, they had a couple of fires that destroyed parts of it, and then some of the mining started to go down, and kind of slowly died. And then they closed the railroad that was going there, the spur that went out there to it, and that was pretty much the end of it then. But it's a tourist destination, so you go there, and there'll be all kinds of people walking around in it, looking at stuff. I'll show a little bit of the town. There's not a whole lot still there, but a lot of the original buildings are still there. Like I said, there are people living in the area that live there year round. Here's going into the St Elmo. There is like a little store there that's opened up, tourism and stuff, and they, right across from where they're at, they got a chipmunk feeding area that they sell little bags of sunflower seeds or nuts. I'm not sure what I think sunflower seeds, and people go out there and these chipmunks will crawl all over you trying to get those. But there's some of the original buildings there. That's the chipmunk feeding area there. If you look real close, you'll see them scattered running around in all those boards. But anyways, that's Mirror Lake to Tincup Pass to St Elmo. I'll be putting out a video soon, continuing our trip that day from this point on. So thanks for watching, and check back soon.